Hey everyone, Damian Wise here for your Wise Tips for Wednesday. And it's such a nice day on Tuesday. I'm recording this on Tuesday, but my daughter came home, said, I got a flat tire on my bike, and literally, we don't have much else to do. Our kids are kind of bored, so I want to get this bike ready to go. But a lot of us, maybe they didn't grow up with bikes, so they don't know how to change a tire. So I'm going to show you how on a standard bike like this. And we'll start with taking the tire off and going from there. Okay, first of all, you gotta loosen these lugs up right here. I've already got mine loose. Mine was a 3/4 inch socket for both sides. Some bikes have a quick release. Makes it super easy to take your tire off, but that's what we wanna do first. And on a bike like this, sometimes you forget, but up here you have these clamps, and these come apart so that you can get the wheel off easily. Okay, wheels off. Okay, now it's time to get the tire off. To get the tire off, we like to use these little plastic tire wrenches you can get at any store, Walmart, what have you. And on a bike like this, it's fairly easy to get the tire off. Where you want to start is where the tube would be, which I already have my tube out, but same thing still counts. You're going to pry an edge up, just one edge. And then you can take another one, do it next to it, and then it should be loose enough to go. Let's go all the way around, and I find it's easier just to spin the wheel if you can. Boom. So now your tire is off. Your tube, which is in there, you just pull it out. Okay? Now, you get a new tube. Make sure the tube is the right same size as the one you pulled out. It says it right here on the tire as well. So we're looking for a 26 by 2.1252. So I will just verify on my box. 26 inch, 2.25. There you go. We got the right tube. Okay, now that we have our old tube out and our new tube in, we're gonna pump it up just to give it some shape, okay? Okay, got our pump. About 6 pumps ought to do it. Got the pump and set that out of the way. And like again, you don't want to pump it all the way up, otherwise you won't be able to get it in the rim. Take your stem first, stick it through the hole, because that's where it's going to stay. And then you're just going to tuck the tire in. Make sure that stem stays in the right same spot. So just check on it. Otherwise it doesn't. I don't have a tool bench, so I get to use the back of my pickup truck, which is awesome. I love it. All right, so now the tube is tucked in all the way, but now we have to put these lock, and you'll notice on the edge of this tire, and all the tires are the same, they have this little lip on the tire. We want to make sure that that is locked in place. Otherwise you get that bulge, you know, you pump up your tire and you get a bulge on it, that's how you get that. So we're going to start and just flip it back on. It should be fairly easy. If you need help, you can always use the wrench. There. Now it's in. Again, we want to make sure that our stem is sticking out properly. And now we're going to pump it up to capacity. It's going to be great with bike night coming up. Hopefully with this quarantine will be lifted and we'll be able to have our community bike night here on the east side. And there's also a fun one on the central Old Town. That's on Wednesday nights. I'm just doing a video, neighbor.
You're doing a video?
I'm doing a how-to video, yeah. Yeah. Gotta be friendly in the neighborhood, guys. People are out walking and people are scared, don't know what to expect. But you gotta live life. We're gonna get through this, but be neighborly. So I'm gonna pump this up and we'll get started after I get her pumped up to the top. Partway through though, I wanna check and make sure all my seals are good and I'm not bulging out anywhere. Okay, we got it up to 40 pounds. That's standard pressure for a bike like this. Pull off my, and put your cap back on. A lot of people ride around without them, but you can break a stem in there or a needle and get flat somewhere, so you might as well just take the time to put that little cap back on. Okay, next we'll show you how to put the tire back on. Okay, so now that we have our new tube in, we're going to take this wheel and put it back in place. If you have a bike with gears on it, it's still okay. It's a little more challenging than a bike without it. But what you do is get the chain on there, and you lift it actually up into the chain. Remember that, up into the chain when you're working on one with the gear shifter on it. All right. So we're really close now. Okay, get it in there. I like to give it just a little hand tighten. And that way I can put my brake back on now. And this one is a quick release right here. There you go. So now that that's in there, I can see that my wheel is crooked because the brakes aren't allowing it to move. So make sure I'm in the gear. They can work with, okay. And now we're going to focus on getting that wheel in there where it belongs. And again, just try to get it in between evenly on the brake pads. See, it's already a lot better. And then give it another little hand tighten. Much better, much better. So now all we need to do is tighten these up, make sure they're going righty-tighty, lefty-loosey, right? Get it nice and tight. We don't want any wheels falling off. I'm going to make mine nice and tight. Boom. That's it. You're ready to ride. Make sure your brake is reconnected. It's very important. Make sure your wheel is in pretty decent alignment. It's an older bike, so I think there's a little bend in the rim, but for the most part, it works really well. Happy Wednesday. We'll see you next week. Just a reminder, East Side Bike Night will be starting Memorial Day. As of right now, we don't have any chance to move that back. So hope to see you there. Give me a call if you ever got questions. And